Saturday, the 6th of December, I believe. I don't even know at this point. I have lost track of dates and days. Welcome back to my channel. I am Kathryn, and over here somewhere is Zac. We are currently in Kagari on day 3, which is wild to say. Second full day, I would say, because we arrived around midday on Thursday, I believe. But welcome back to my channel. I am Kathryn. I have just started up my travel, vlogging, lifestyle YouTube. I have been on YouTube before, only a couple of videos, but this is taking a whole U-turn in terms of my style and what I'm going to be filming. We have currently been vlogging our whole Australia trip, and we arrived approximately a week ago now, which is crazy to say, and we have done Sydney, we have done Gold Coast, we have picked up a Jeep Gladiator, and we have also camped at Habitat Noosa, where we had kangaroos outside our camper van when we woke up in the morning, which was incredible. And now we're in Kagari. So if you're interested in any of those vlogs, please hit the link below in my bio or go onto my channel and you'll see them all there. And we also do have the rest of Kagari to come. We also have Whitsundays, and we also have Adelaide and Singapore, which is wild. We still have 2 more weeks of the trips, and we are vlogging absolutely everything. So stay tuned. Please like, comment, subscribe to help grow the channel and support me. And yeah, just sit tight, relax and enjoy. So this is our morning view today. We slept incredibly well. This is the camper where we're currently set up. You can see that there are people over there, but we're far enough away to feel like we're completely on our own. So this is our setup for today, or for this is our setup for last night. We have seen a couple of dingoes last night, none today. But the tide is currently coming in, so we can't make a move just yet, but we will be doing it in about an hour or so. We're going to be making our way to Champagne Pools, the Indian Head, and our next campsite is down there. And there's also like a little, I say town, a little village, which is where a lot of the accommodation is. There's also a runway down there, which is mental. But yeah, you can currently see Zac over there just enjoying himself in the waves. But yeah, pretty incredible morning so far. In our last vlog, you will know that we were attacked by flies continuously last night. We have been so today. I have been bit once, but doing so well, touch wood, so far. They're just relentless, and we don't have any mobile connection to work out how to deter them away. But we've had no Wi-Fi connection at all, and it's been amazing. It's been bliss. It's just been nice to switch off from the world. But it's times like this where you go, oh my god, I need to work out how to get rid of these flies or whatever to stop them. But we're all ready. I've had a little shower or bath in the sea just to wash off any like oils and stuff, and then I've got changed into my bikini and plaited my hair for the first time this trip. My curls have actually lasted all the way from Gold Coast, so I have plaited my hair for today just because it is in need of a wash, but I probably won't be washing it here just because it's a lot of effort and I need like hair dry and straightness and stuff. So yeah, but plaits it is. We've had our morning coffee. We are yet to have breakfast, but we're just taking it a slow morning. I actually did wake up this morning for sunrise and I did start to see it come up, but we actually ended up falling asleep for another 2 hours, which is the first time this whole trip that we've woken up at 6:30 and not like 4:30, 5:30. So it's been nice to have a little couple of hours of nap. But yeah, so the plan is this morning just to have breakfast, wait for the tide to start to go back in, and we'll make our way to our next stop. Zachary has his new on from Cotton On and his new hat. And I've also got my new on as well. Cotton On. I knew it was a hype, but I understand the hype. Zach never buys swim shorts that fit him, legs, quads, waist, everything, and he's bought 2 pairs. So it looks like we need to come to Australia more to get you swim shorts. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
That's an expensive way to. What kind of deliver?
Because they don't. Well, you'd be paying shipping prices.
And we cheaper than flying to Australia.
I would rather fly to Australia. I'm the extreme. So we're just coming up to the champagne pools, and we've just probably driven the softest sand that we have so far. But the car park and entrance is down there, and then I'm pretty sure there's like a viewing point and stuff up here, but again, not had a chance to look into it. But this is a pretty phenomenal view. Over there is that's called Indian Head. You can't actually drive around it, you have to drive through like at the back of it. But yeah, it's a pretty nice view of Kagari so far. You guys probably won't be able to see this. Was it a reef shark? Maybe?
There's 2 of them actually.
We've seen
one there, one there.
A little, it's like a little reef shark. It's not a huge great white shark, but it's a little one, but you probably won't be able to see it.
Well, it's big enough. For me to spawn from up here, it's big enough.
Yeah. But then the water's that clear. Wow. I guess so. So this down here is Champagne Pools. So we're just walking back to the Jeep and we get nearly to the top and there's a dingo walking towards us on this like little wooden path, which is how you get to the Champagne Falls, which is the only way you can get to the Champagne Falls. And I was like, Zach, there's a dingo walking towards us. They are really chill, but they can be quite aggressive if they want food, if they're in a pack, if you try to touch them. So we started walking back towards Champagne Falls. Like we were cooking food last night and there was one that clearly could smell the cooking and he was interested, but yeah, he was interested, but he just continued to walk by. He was quite a young dingo, but I'm walking back now because Zach said to start walking. But yeah, he's currently down there. Yeah, we think he's come on, let's continue walking. We just walked past someone, just said, oh, mind yourselves, there's a dingo down there. He goes, oh, I'll just take it home as a pet. And he was Aussie. Whereas we're like, just being a bit cautious because you never know. But he just jumped. He's only young. Yeah, he's only young, but he jumped into like the grassland just below. Clearly he heard something, but we're like, we're not seeing many dingoes. And all of a sudden we're walking down a path and it's one walking towards us. It's just funny.
Oh,
but
we have seen dingoes.
No, I said we haven't seen many dingoes.
Oh.
And then not one that close. And then we're walking towards one. But yeah, we had a nice little time down there. You can understand why it's called Champagne Falls, because how the waves crashes into the rocks and then forms into the, I guess, pool. It looks like the champagne when it's popped, so. So we have come to the next stop, which is Orchid Beach. Our campsite isn't actually that far from here, but this is basically like one of the other main hubs of Fraser Island. And believe it or not, there is the runway there. It's only for obviously small planes, but yeah, the runway's there. And then you have like a huge shop over here, petrol or fuel. And then back over there, you've got like tons of accommodation. So yeah, we're gonna go and have a little explore there. I think there's showers here. There's like a waste dumping point. You've also got, I think, rubbish dumping point somewhere, which we need to do. So we'll figure that out. But just a nice little stop before we head down to wherever next. But stunning. These are the old school fuel tanks, which you may have to use on the way back. We may actually be okay, but the sand's hot. But yeah, very handy and good to know if you are ever wondering about Kagari. It's called Driftwood Bar.
It's about a two-seater jobby.
Oh, have fun.
That'd be cool, flying around here.
Yeah, isn't it? And landing and coming for the day. It's better than the Island of Wight, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the little shop, has everything you really need to like top up. Like we need to grab some more water, so we'll grab some more of that today. So yeah, like cold drinks, you've got a whole fully out kitted kitchen. It's pretty good. Like, I didn't realise any of this was here, but yeah, it's perfect. Little sweeties, alcohol. Oh, that's a nice wine. The Oyster Bay is a good New Zealand wine. Oh, what's this? Alcoholic lemon. That sounds really nice. We're non-alcoholic. Is that non-alcoholic? Oh no. Coronas. Ooh. Cider. Jim Beam. Clothing. We're on the hunt for anything to stop flies. You even got the likes of like frozen meat in case you was too hungry and ate all your food. And ice cream. Oh, and also fish and bait. A good few hours later since we were at, what's that beach called? Since we were at Orchid Beach, we have set up camp, which we will show you when we go back. We're just going for a little walk right now, and there's a fair few people camping on the little bit that we're on, so must be a good spot. But we've set up camp. We have not been attacked by any flies, touch wood. It has been, I mean, this time yesterday we'd only spent 2 hours fighting them and we had got nowhere. So we have been chilling for the last 2 hours. We made lunch, we had a little snack. We've just been, yeah, sorting out our route for tomorrow, what we're going to do, when and where, because we are leaving Kagari tomorrow. But tonight is our last night, so it's quite nice just to sit and chill for the minute. But we did have one of the park rangers, I guess you call them, come up to us asking for our permit, because you do have to pay permits on every single camping zone that you stay on. I think I paid $15 a night, which in the UK equates to about £7, £8, which is a cheap stay for sure. And she asked to see our permit and then just gave us a few little tips and reminders. So here, supposedly they don't get a lot of flies, but there is a pack of 9 dingoes that pretty much live on this part, and are known to go through your stuff if you leave it all out. Basically, that's pretty much what they want. They want food, they're hunting, and they have been known along the whole island to attack if they need to, especially when they're in a pack. So we've just been advised, as we already know, to keep food and things away whilst we're not there, or rubbish in general, which you should be doing on the whole island regardless. even if there wasn't Dingos, you should be definitely like keeping your rubbish and food and taking it with you. So yeah, but we haven't seen any yet, but it is more morning and nights that they come out. So yeah, but we have a very early start tomorrow. So yes, we have a very early start in the morning, so we're not going to be having a late night, and plus the sun goes down in about an hour, so we'll be making dinner and just heading up to chill and yeah, call it a night there. So it's been pretty good. Zach's had his sandwich, he's a happy boy. Yep. He's also had a whole pack of crackers, so he's even happier. How do you feel?
Crackers.
Yeah. But yeah, we're just coming up to this little lake passing thing that we came across earlier when we were driving. So just come to take a little bit of a walk, and then we'll probably head back, start dinner, and yeah. But we'll show you our campsite in a sec once we have finished exploring.
It's like a really dark red.
Yeah?
Tree sap.
Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but it goes like yellow, brown, and then red, and then yeah, blue. That's so cool. So this right here is Beach Camping Zone 8. I can't remember the name of it. I will put a little like name of it, of what it is here, but you can see there's a little campsite there, and then you've got our one. Let me just zoom in. Then you've got our one literally right there, and then you've got another one to the next of us just over there. So it's busy. I think there's one over there, but it's not quite on the beach front. But I won't lie, when I arranged this whole trip for Kagari, I was adamant I wanted to be on beachfront, because nothing feels better waking up to literally seeing the sunrise come up from the sea. It's phenomenal. And we could have done inland camping grounds, and I'm sure they're good. However, one, there's a lot more bugs. Two, you don't get these views, and I love knowing I can just walk onto the beach if I want to, and that's what we've been doing. Like I've completed my 10k steps. It's wild to say that because I didn't think I'll be doing much walking, but we have been doing like 10k plus a day here. I think that's just like running around in terms of like packing things up and packing and then opening again, and obviously going onto the beach and walking to like the lakes and stuff. So yeah, but I'm just about to show you where we have set up camp, and then we're about to start some dinner. Few little spots here, but we've chosen this little spot. So there's someone over there, as you can see, and then you've got all of this like inland stuff, but we have positioned ourselves just here, and then it's like a mixture of sand and grass, and what you want is a bit of both. So we've got grass this side where we can walk on, cook on right there. Plus the ladder can be on flat ground as well. And it's a little bit more stable with the grass rather than it being on sand. And then have the sun set behind us, and then we'll have the sunrise in the morning. And we've actually got the tent facing, so we're both going to wake up facing it, which is going to be amazing. So yeah, we're going to get going with some dinner. I think we're having, is it Kangaroo, Gavin? We're having Kangaroo Burgers tonight. First time I'm ever trying kangaroo, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Kangaroo Burgers with probably some more sweet potato, and then of course some little snacks, because we are snack obsessed. And then Zach will probably be watching The Witcher again. I might see if I can see the highlights on practice races from the F1, and then we're going to call it a night. So stay tuned for what we're having for dinner, and a little taste test too. So we have dinner. It is Kangaroo Burger with sweet potato. Have you tried it yet?
What?
Kangaroo Burger. Okay, first time.
Still gamey meat.
Oh, it's like gamey though. Don't taste it.
Well, it's gamey meat because it's so low in fat.
They're good. Very light. I'm gonna finish this up, wash up, get some snacks, chill out, and then we're up for sunrise, and then shortly after making our way down the beach before high tide starts. Because we want to try and get halfway down the beach, or halfway down Kagari, because it says about 4.5 hour drive, but we don't actually think it's that long. So we're thinking that it's going to take us maybe like 3-ish. But we want to try and get at least halfway down, then have breakfast, and then move after high tide starts to settle down, and then that way we're not going to be driving here from high tide, or once high tide ends anyway. So we should be off the island like 11:30, maybe midday.
High tide's at 9 o'clock. It's 2 hours after 9 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. And then we can start moving again. So,
Maybe midday then.
no. I'll probably say about 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Fair enough. on camera, please.
I'm not. It's literally behind me. Hello! Smelling the truck. The boy. Or girl.
Good morning. Please excuse my hat. My hair is currently underneath it because I'm trying to protect it from the sun whilst I'm out in it in long periods of time. We have literally just eaten breakfast for the day. So we left around just gone 6 and we parked up actually at zone 4, but at the start of zone 4 this time, which is where we camped the first night. So if you haven't watched that vlog, go back to my previous vlog because that was the first 2 days of us camping on Kagari. But we've just camped up here. It looks pretty damn good there, I won't lie. There's a campsite over there. They've been here a while, and they actually were the ones that we followed off the barge because they're called Maverick. Maverick Tourers or something, and I like the name Maverick and I always remember that. So yeah, they're behind us. They've been obviously there for a few days, but this is the view so far. Stunning. It's actually a really nice little spot. I don't know how we didn't find this when we first come, but for next time. But we've just had breakfast. Zach's just finishing his, is it good? Cheese, ham, egg, omelette, scrambled inside a sandwich. And then I just had some avocado on toast. We actually ended up smashing our other eggs, so don't have those. And we also smashed the yogurt, so I don't have those. That was my plan this morning: avocado on toast with a little bit of yogurt on the side for protein. Not anymore. I might just have to have a cookie instead. So yeah, this is the view. I am actually running out of SD card space. I've done 6.5 hours of filming over the last week that we've been here, so I'm gonna close it off here and show you what we do next. About 3 hours from our campsite, which was zone 8. We left at low tide and we stopped off at camping zone 4, have a bit of breakfast and a well needed coffee, and then we did another hour and a half. I did the driving, as you just saw in some clips, which took us to Hook Point, which is basically where you get the manta ray barge. So there are a couple of barges, but we have booked the manta ray barge, and it's really seamless. They're basically, once they drop off the cars one side, they then come pick up the other cars, vice versa, etc, etc. And it's not that far, like literally this is manta ray point where you pick up the barge, and then as you can see, it is literally just over there, and that is mainland Australia basically. A bit further down is where you see Rainbow Beach, but yeah, it's, I would say, probably about a 10-minute ferry crossing. You just line up here with everyone else and then you basically wait to go on. So I think we booked it through Frontier Tours, which I think it was about $40, so it's slightly cheaper. I believe it's $45 on the actual government website, but we did it through Frontier, so they get a, pardon?
On Monterey's, on the
no.
website.
Yeah, but you can do it through the government website. Yeah, so you can do it through the government Monterey website, but we did it through Frontier, and I think it's like $5 off by doing it through them. So yeah, it was just seamless trying to book everything just through them. You get your vehicle permit through them, you also get your manta ray barge, any other permits you may need, and then we did all our camping permits through the government Queensland website. So yeah, but that was seamless, that was all good. No crazy terrains or anything like that. That was exciting. So this is our last time on Kagari, I guess, for until the next time, whenever that may be. We do have an extra, well, we have one more night camping, which we are staying near the Glasshouse Mountains at a campsite, but we're going to stop off on our way to Rainbow Beach, which is where we're going to get some fuel, going to get some water, probably get a coffee, and then make our way to the next destination, which is near the Glasshouse Mountains, camp for that night. Then we're going to get up for sunrise in the morning and make our way up to Glasshouse Mountain viewing point and see the sunrise from there. And then from that point, we're then making our way to either Brisbane Airport or train station to drop off the Jeep, and then we're making our way to the next stop. So tomorrow will be the last day of this vlog. Hopefully this is not going to be too long, and if you are still watching, I appreciate you guys. I hope you're enjoying our adventures so far, but I mean, if you're not here for us, you're certainly here for the views, because this is absolutely incredible. So yeah, we're going to get on the barge once that comes back over. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get on the next one, depends whether we all fit onto one, but yeah. So we have just got off Kagari. I am pretty sad that we have left because it has been phenomenal and I've really taken to camping, I won't lie. I actually have thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's just a vibe, waking up to beach and all of that good stuff. So we have just pulled over. There's literally like all this road here, which is like the lead up to the barge point, and then you can pull over and you just have to air back up your tires, since obviously we saw, if you watched my last video, you would see that we deflated them a little bit to cater for the sand and all of that, and Zach did a little bit of an explanation, and now we're just putting them back up to roadworthy, so we'll be set to go. We're going to stop off at Rainbow Beach, like I said, probably grab a coffee, grab some water, and then we shall be making our way down to our next campsite. Haven't really got anything planned. It's a little bit later than, I keep looking at my watch but I took it off. It's a little bit later than I had originally planned, but it was all dependent on tides and stuff, and what time we got up and whatever it may be. But we've done really well considering that we left campsite 8 at approximately just gone 6, and we had high tide in between that, and you can't drive 2 hours either side of high tide or like before or after, so you have to kind of obviously allow for that. We basically drove up and we had about half an hour just basically before we had to park up, so we parked up about, I want to say 7:45, and then we left about 11:30, and it's now 2:30, so that's not bad going considering that it's taken 3 hours to drive from the top of Kagari all the way down to the bottom pretty much, with high tide in between, and now waiting for the barge. We would be here 20 minutes earlier, but we had to wait for the second barge because we didn't fit on, so yeah, and we got here in really good time because there was a really long queue, and I'm talking like 3 barges worth of cars waiting, and that was to the point that I could see, let alone what was around the corner. So we've done really well, and now it's, I want to say it's about 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer, to our next campsite. I'm just trying to find where this campsite is, but yeah, it's not too long. Hopefully we'll get there in good time, but yeah, that is what is on next. Here it is. We are gonna take around, okay, the internet's not working. Like, talk about timing. Yeah, it's not working, but I'm pretty sure it was around like an hour and a half, maybe 2, which is perfect. So 76 miles, whatever that will take in terms of time, I don't know, but yeah, that's our next stop. So we're gonna go grab some water. We need to go out some fuel, otherwise we're not getting anywhere, and then maybe a coffee and a little bite to eat, and then we'll head our way down there. But yeah, it's been so much fun. We will do a whole breakdown of everything afterwards, but let's go to the next campsite. Guys, it has been a good couple of hours since I last spoke to you. We drove 2 hours from Kagari, stopped at Rainbow Beach to get fuel, dump our rubbish, and then grab a quick snack, and we have only just made it to the campsite, and it is dark, so I can't quite show you it, but we've been running around trying to set up everything, make some food. Yeah, we are at campsite, is it called Cooching Creek, which is right by Glasshouse Mountains. Made some food. These look weird, but these are like spinach and something wrap. Can't remember what they are. Spinach and something wrap with chicken, fajita chicken, salad, cheese, and yeah, so gonna get this down. I'll probably try and show you the campground in the morning because it's quite busy here. There's a lot of people, so I can't talk too loudly, and there's not a lot of lights around here, so probably be better to show you in the morning. So yeah, gonna get this down, gonna call it a night. I am absolutely sweating, it is so hot. But yeah, it's been a busy day, let's say that for sure. But yeah, gonna get this down us and then call it a night, and then up early again in the morning. Go. Yeah, they're in my sunglasses case. It is 6 a.m. I mean, I'm used to these mornings at this rate. We have had a wild 24 hours, but we have got up, left our campsite. I included a few clips of the campsite. It's very small, there's not a lot there, just toilets and just like each picture of where you can camp. It was an eventful night last night. We had thunderstorms, we had lightning, we had rain, we had thunderstorms, and basically there was a storm all around us around midnight, and it was so loud. The tent was like literally lighting up, and it woke me up, and I was like, oh my gosh, and I felt a bit like sick as well, and I was like, oh, this is just wild. And then I fell asleep, woke up around 3:30. We were going to come here for sunrise, but because of the storm it was very overcast, so we actually stayed in bed for an extra half an hour, and then got up, packed up, and literally made our way here because we do have to go to the train station. But we have just made it to the Glasshouse Mountains, which for me, I am like standing up here like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. This is not the viewpoint that I want to be at, because you do have to walk down to a viewpoint that is a little bit more clearer in terms of seeing everything, but this will just have to do. And I mean, the sun has just come out and it is absolutely stunning. Like, look how beautiful this looks. Even this one over here, like, it is absolutely incredible. I'll zoom in a little bit, so for perspective I'm not this close, but this is just incredible. And then you can walk all the way around here. And yeah, just stunning. This is just something like no other. Guys, I was literally just about to walk down, and there's a kangaroo. There's a kangaroo and its baby. Like, where am I? There they are.
Now arriving at Brisbane International Airport Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark. For your safety, please ensure your luggage is placed outside the yellow safety line before the train departs. Customers are reminded the exit buttons.
Guys, we made it to Brisbane Airport. What a morning. It's the quickest turnaround we've done with things, and we ended up actually leaving something in the Jeep, which is annoying, but it was only food, so not the end of the world. But I'm going to wrap up the video here because we are now onto our next destination, which I will show you in the next vlog, so stay tuned if you are interested to see what we get up to. And to be honest, it is meant to be stunning, and I don't understand how it can be any more stunning than what Kagari was, but I'm in for a treat. So have you been there before? So it's his first time. I love doing things with Zach as his first time. It makes it even more exciting. So yeah, thank you for staying tuned. I hope you have enjoyed our adventures camping. We are now going to have a shower.
Right to anyway.
Yeah, and freshen up and all that good stuff. So please like, comment your favourite part, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next vlog to come in Australia. Thanks guys, bye.